Hey there, welcome. Today we're going to jump into the absolutely incredible world of Filipino traditional art, and we're going to break it all down in a really simple way, just by looking at their dimensions. Okay, so let's start with a question. Picture this. You've got a beautifully woven mat and a powerful carved statue. They feel totally different, right? But what's the actual fundamental difference between them? Well, the answer is way simpler than you might think, and it all boils down to one key idea. So, first up, let's talk about our first category, two-dimensional art. Now, I know the word flat can sound kind of boring, but trust me, as we're about to see, these flat surfaces hold some of the deepest, most incredible stories you can possibly imagine. So, what exactly is a 2D artwork? The key word to remember here is flat. Just think of pieces that have a height and a width, but no real depth or thickness. You can't really walk around them. This covers stuff you're probably already thinking of, like paintings and prints, but, and this is super important for our topic, it also includes all those intricate hand-woven mats and textiles that are such a huge part of Filipino heritage. To really get this, let's zoom in on a really powerful example, the amazing dogme cloth of the Mandaya people. See, this is the perfect way to show how a flat object can carry so much weight. The dagmay is woven from abaca fiber, right? But its patterns, they aren't just for decoration. Nope, they actually form a story. They tell the tale of a warrior, they capture ancient myths, and they preserve legends for the next generation. It's basically a history book that you can actually touch. And the dagmay is definitely not alone. Just think of the vibrant geometric patterns on the banig mats from Romblon or the thousands of other tribal textiles you can find all across the islands. Every single one is a flat masterpiece just packed with meaning. All right, let's switch things up. It's time to switch dimensions. We're moving into three-dimensional art. Art that has a real physical presence in our world. This is the kind of art you can literally hold in your hands. Okay, so what makes something a 3D artwork? Well, if 2D art is flat, then 3D art has thickness. It's got height, it's got width, and it's got depth. These are the objects you can see from all sides, the ones that take up space in a room. And this includes a huge range of things. Everything from functional baskets and detailed wood carvings to really symbolic sculptures. They all have that tangible quality, that thickness and form. And to make this really concrete, let's turn to another amazing example. It's time to meet the bulol figure of the Ifugao people. The bulol is so much more than just a wooden carving. For the Ifugao, this figure is actually a rice guardian. It's a spirit that's believed to ensure a good harvest. And look at its distinct form, that big head and strong body. Its solid three-dimensional presence is absolutely essential to its power and its purpose. It's a guardian you can see and feel in the round. And just like we saw with 2D art, the variety here is just stunning. You can find this three-dimensional artistry in everyday objects too, from beautifully carved spoons and forks to the sturdy woven bayong bag and the really intricate baskets of the Mangyan people. Okay, so we've explored both worlds. We've seen flat art that tells deep stories and solid art with a real physical presence. Now, let's put them right next to each other to get to the main takeaway. And here it is, the big difference, side by side. It really is this simple. 2D art is flat. It's defined by height and width. Think mats and cloth. 3D art is thick. It's something you can see from all sides, like sculptures and baskets. They're just one dimension apart, but both are equally powerful. But, after breaking them down like this, it's so important to bring them back together. Because beyond all the technical definitions of flat and thick, there's a much, much more important connection. This right here, this gets to the real heart of it all. Forget the dimensions for just a minute. Whether we're talking about a dagme cloth telling a warrior's tale or a bulol guarding the rice harvest, the most important takeaway is this. Both are part of our Filipino culture. They're just two different ways of telling the same powerful national story. So as we wrap this up, I want to leave you with a question to carry with you. I want you to take a look at the objects in your own life. What stories are they telling? Are they flat or do they have thickness? And maybe more importantly, what do they say about your heritage and your history?